Okay, this class is going to be all about eyeshadows and a little method we call the backwards 7. This method is fantastic for those of us that have hooded eyes or if you wear glasses as well. So I have both. I have glasses and I have hooded eyes. So this method works fantastic for me. So prior to learning this method, I only did a light brown eyeshadow on my lower lid. And then you can see my eyes are hooded, meaning that this part is coming over my lower lid. And you could see that it wouldn't look like I had any eyeshadow on. And then when I would put my glasses on, you definitely would not see that I had any eyeshadow on. So I always thought, why bother? But I've learned this trick called the backwards 7, and it is a game changer. And I'm going to share that with you in this video. So in this palette, I have already built my go-to shade. So this is my favorite combination, one of my favorites. It's the one that I tend to go to the most. This is Cupcake. This is a Venus. I'll swatch all of these for you in just a second. This is Cafe and this is Revival. So used to, I would just wear like a light brown. If I felt fancy, I might add a second brown. And thanks to Seint, I have been playing around with different colors, using some pinks, which is, these are all in the pink family, and it's totally out of character for me, but I absolutely love them. So let me show you what these all look like. So Cupcake is our level 1. This is our lightest color, level 1. It's in this palette. It is a shimmer, just a really light, pale shimmer. And then Venus will be our next color I want to show you here. This is a shimmer. See how pretty Venus is? It looks like I've swatched some other things there. This is Venus. So pretty. It's actually my go-to shimmer, my most favorite. Then I'm going to get into Cafe. This is actually more of a brown. This is what we're going to use for our transition color, and I'll explain all of that in just a second. And then lastly is Revival. Now, and both Cafe and Revival are a matte. So that is those 4 colors. You're going to see me be using my brush tile cleaner also, because I will use our double-ended eyeshadow brush, and I will just go back and forth in between colors. If you don't have the brush cleaning tile, that's okay. Just get a rag and kind of swirl any excess color on that, or swipe it on your wrist or whatever. Okay. Let's start with Cafe. So this is our transition color. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to take Cafe right here from this corner all the way over to the inside. And you're going to notice, because my eyes are hooded, I'm going to leave my eyes open. That is a big trick with applying your eyeshadow if you have hooded eyes. I'm going to leave my eyes open when I do this, because if I close my eyes, ignore this right here. I was stung by something the other day and have something there. But I would stop right here at my crease. And then when I open my eyes, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm going to just tap into Cafe. Notice I'm not swirling it around. These are very highly pigmented, and you want to not swirl around. It doesn't take a whole lot. This again is the transition color Cafe. So I'm just taking that over and just applying it right above that. If I close my eye, you can see right above that crease there. So when you open your eye all the way, you can still see that you have some on. I keep trying to wipe that off, and I forget that that is, again, whatever got me the other day. So I'm going to do the same thing with this eye, leaving that eye open and just taking that color over. Okay. So this is the transition color, and whatever color combination you get, I am more than happy to walk you through what I would put where. We're going to have different, some people just do a 1 color, some people do 2, some people do 6. So whatever combo that you're looking for, I will help you and walk you through it if you need help. A lot of you ladies don't even need my help, and I am learning from you, which is fantastic. So I'm just using that level 2 transition color, swiping it all the way over. Notice I'm not holding my brush down here. I'm holding it back a little bit. One thing I just recently heard, which I absolutely love, is our eyes are sisters. They're not twins. So don't worry about them being completely perfect matchy-matchy, okay? The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into Revival. That is that level 3 dark shade. And I'm actually going to flip from the big end to the smaller end. If you have the multitasker brush, you can actually use the multitasker brush for what I'm about to show you also. Just use this end, but I'm going to use the smaller end. I'm going to tap, tap, tap into Revival, and I'm gonna start right here at my corner of my lash line. I'm going to come up and over, and you're going to see, for the most part, I'm going to leave my eye open for this. So I'm just bringing that color up and bringing it over. So I've just created what we call a backward 7 right there, okay? I know it looks scary right now because you're just seeing all of this dark, but I promise you it's going to look beautiful in just a second. So I've just created this backward 7 right here. And then from this corner, I like to bring a little bit of this color down right here and bring it down to your lashes. So I'm going to do the same thing on this other eye. Again, remember, we're sisters. We're not twins. I used to get so hung up on, oh my goodness, this went over further than this one, and I would spend so much time trying to make these be perfect. And I heard somebody say that, and I thought, well, that is so true. They are sisters. They are not twins. My eyes definitely in general aren't. One of my eyes is more hooded than the other eye, and that's okay. So all I'm doing is taking that backward 7, filling that corner in just a little bit. Again, this is just a method that I like to use. I am not taking my line over further than basically the center of my pupil. I could probably go over a little bit more, but I don't, because the darker, we're trying to help open our eyes. We're trying to make our eyes look like they are more open and not as hooded. And if I take that dark color all the way over, it's going to actually make my eyes look more closed. All right, now I'm going to flip back to this big end of this brush, and I'm going to hold it back here close to the very end, and I'm going to lightly just make little swirls, really loose, okay? And all I'm doing is blending this a little bit more into that transition color, that cafe that we put there, and I will drag it a little bit because I want it to kind of fade into that. And it just removes some of the harsh lines that we just created. I know this sounds really kind of scary, but it's not. I promise once you do it, it might take you a time or two. Come back, watch this video over and over, and I promise you it will be super, super easy. I used to pin on Pinterest a ton of eyeshadow looks, different eyeshadow looks, and think I would try them and they wouldn't work. I would give them one try, but this method really, really works for me. Okay, so we've used 2 colors, right? We've used the dark level 3 color Revival. We've used our transition color, which is our level 2, which is Cafe. And now we're gonna go in and we're gonna use Venus. Now, you can most definitely use your eyeshadow brush for this. Tap into there, tap it on here. But I love my shimmer. So I just take my finger, swirl this around in there, really pack that color on, and tap it or press it on my eyelid. Now, if you have watched the hat class, or even if you watched the brush class, which I hope you have, you will know that I use my brightening highlight as a primer for my eyeshadows. And so this really helps, doing so really helps these colors stay on. All right, see how beautiful that is? So that is Venus. I'm gonna do the same thing with this eye. I'm really gonna pack that shimmer on. So, so pretty. Did you know that you can also use our eyeshadows for your lips also. So if you wanted to add a little bit of shimmer to your lips, you could take one of these really pretty shimmer colors and you could use it. I know Tawanda is so pretty on lips. A lot of people use it just for a lip color. You could take this, pack a little bit, see it doesn't take much at all, on your finger. Tap it right there in the center. That's a whole nother class. That's a whole nother class. Just gives you a little bit of a gloss look on your lips. But look how pretty that is. Then you can take your brush again, that big end, and I just like to blend that together a little bit where this backward 7 is over into that shimmer. If you get your backward 7 on and you're like, whoa, that's way too dark, take a little bit, just tap your finger in here lightly. Cover that up if you want to. You won't completely cover it, it'll just help soften it a little bit, okay? Then the last color that I would use is Cupcake. So this is that level 1 color. A lot of people skip this step completely. This is totally up to you. I just take my pinky and I just pop a little bit right here in the corner of my eye, down and over. This just helps, again, it's all about an optical illusion. So we've got the dark color out here, all the way into our lightest color, helps open up your eyes. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Tap it right here in the corner, bring it over, bring it down a little bit, just helps open up your eyes. The other thing that you can do, either with this end of your multitasker brush, you can come down here and put some eyeliner on or use your eyeshadow color for eyeliner, or you could use the small end of your eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use the multitasker. I always use my level 3 color and do this so that whatever is right here is what I'm also going to do under my eye. I'm only going to do however far I went on top here is how far I'm going to go on the bottom. And I'm just going to use this for eyeliner. I used to always wear black eyeliner, top and bottom. And since I've been using Seint, I don't wear eyeliner at all. This is all I do for eyeliner. So I'm just taking that dark color out here. If you wanted to bring this all the way over, you most certainly could. A lot of times I will use that transition color and do that over. Kind of grab some of that dark to that light, bring it over. So I kind of have like an ombre look going from the darkest color. I don't put any shimmer down here, but the darkest color to the transition color to that light color there. Again, it's however much or however little you want to do with your eyes. Just play around and have fun. I will also have some other videos in here. I will be posting some as I think about it and as time allows, to have some different eyeshadow looks, some 2-color looks, some 3-color looks, some 5-6-color looks maybe. Just play around and have fun. But look how pretty that looks with your eyes closed. You can tell that you have some eyeshadows on. With your eyes open, you can tell that you have eyeshadows on. I don't know where my glasses are. If I had my glasses on, you could tell that I had eyeshadows. They're over there. You could tell that I had eyeshadows on. So that is the backwards. See, you would never be able to see that before. And even though, look how dark it looks here, when I have my glasses on, it doesn't look that dark at all. Okay, I can't see that close with my glasses on. So there you go. That is the backward 7 method. Using 4 colors, you could possibly get by with using 3. Again, these colors are Cupcake, Venus, Cafe, and Revival. I hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.